Welcome to the Three Directions. Batman v Superman.
Batman.
Another one we can tear into.
So why'd you like that?
Okay.
Choose your words wisely.
Well, I'm a fan of Batman fan, so
I am
there's
too.
that.
Just
Val Kilmer, Batman?
all of them.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, I actually liked the Michael Keaton one. I bought it. But it's hard to watch because it's like, it's such a... You can tell it's just got age to it when you watch it. All
it's
the
very
sound,
much a movie of its time.
Yeah, all the gun sound effects. I start laughing every time the cops come in to that warehouse scene and they start shooting, and it sounds like old Western bullets, you know, like, all these little weird gunshot sounds. And I was just like, oh, I can't take this seriously anymore. But you know, it's got Jack Nicholson in it and all, and then ended up watching it with the wife, and she was laughing at it, so we had a good time watching it. But so Batman versus Superman, I wasn't expecting much because I really like the Dark Knight trilogy, so I knew that Christopher Nolan or whoever made that movie epic, that trilogy epic, wasn't in this one. It was J.J. Abrams? No.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, there you go. Who made the Superman movie, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, he made the Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. So, I thought Man of Steel was okay. The Batman versus Superman, though, why did I like? I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to take you guys on and like try to defend it glory, but
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, he exceeded. Everyone rags on him, so.
No, not from what I've heard. Everybody loved Batfleck. So.
Yeah, a lot of people did. I did. I thought I feel like it's like John Wick. Right? He didn't have a lot of dialogue.
Easy now.
So, and there was some parts though where I was just like cringing, and I just thought like, this is stupid. But I don't know. I feel like it was a decent flick. There wasn't enough fighting in it. There wasn't enough of each superhero doing what they do best. But then towards the end of the movie, it just, I don't know, spoiler alert, like towards the end of it, they just kind of mash all this stuff in, and it just, that felt forced, and it just felt like a shitty ending. So I feel like I do like the how they put them in the same universe though. So there's like a little bit of a continuity or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm also going to need to know where the commode is.
Yeah, man, because I had it on my hard drive for many months. And the only reason I didn't watch it sooner was because it's 3 hours, right?
Yeah,
That's the ultimate.
Just
under
under
the extreme ultimate
the
cut.
Because they supposedly cut out a lot
They cut out like
for the
30 minutes.
theatrical
Yeah,
version.
so it's
So the theater one ran how many?
Like
an
2
hour,
hours.
2.5 hours, I think.
Yeah.
If I'd known that, I would have
I
watched
think
that
they're
version.
supposed to be like 30 or 40 minutes extra.
But
stuff.
the crappy thing is they say the longer version makes sense. So it's up to you now.
Really?
Yeah.
They said it's supposed to be more brutal. Well, oh, yeah, okay. Damn it, I
Story
forgot a
points
point.
haven't
But go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, Batman kicks ass in this movie. That, like, he kills people.
Oh yeah, that's another
That
thing.
shit was awesome. Like, he's supposed to be the old Batman, so he ain't got time for your shit. So, and then there's a scene where he's like in this warehouse and he's just wrecking dudes and he's killing them at the same, that shit. Oh, that, I could watch just that, and that would be Batman versus Superman for that like 5 or 10 minute scene, and I'd be like, yes!
I think it's like that for a lot of fans.
Oscar
A lot of
worthy.
fans of the movie.
I think part of it. Well, first of all, the length. Yeah, it was too long. Did I watch it with you?
No.
I watched
don't-
Superman with you.
Yeah, nice.
So I heard on the radio, and I shouldn't take advice from the radio, but somebody said that anyone looking to watch Batman versus Superman should watch Superman first,
Oh yeah.
You don't have to, but they say it would be a better experience watching Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
So, knowing that Batman vs Superman is 3 hours plus another 2-hour movie, that's a 5-hour commitment that I did not want to do.
It's interesting that you put it that way. Like, damn it, that's 5 hours of my life.
Yeah, really. So, I was forced to watch Superman because I was stuck at Jordan's house, and Jordan just put it out. He's like, "Here, watch this," and he did the 10-minute rule. He's like, "If you don't like it after 10 minutes," and I ended up enjoying Superman.
Yeah.
And
Then he took the gun off you, right? After forcing you, of course.
then he took it away from my temple, but I forced it towards the middle of my head. Anyway, the Batman versus Superman. I agree. Batman was kick ass in there. I kind of lost track that Ben Affleck was actually Batman, so maybe I enjoyed it. I'm not sure, but
Helps that they cover his face.
I didn't really care for the Batman uniform,
Yeah.
and then the lit eyes.
Oh, you mean the that's a
The tank
Superman
suit,
suit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he had to make that suit because he can't fight Superman one-on-one. It's like a special Superman.
It's actually
Oh,
it's, just,
fighting
it's
suit.
actually just a design taken from the comic book,
Yeah.
which is what this movie does a lot.
Oh,
of.
okay.
It's like it really satisfies a lot of comic geeks saying,
fans.
"Oh yeah, that was in the comic book."
If I didn't
Awesome.
know that, I don't think I did know that. But if I didn't know that, I wouldn't.
The whole fact that he fights Superman is because of the
Yeah, true.
So, again, I had to belabor the point, but I'm not a comic book guy. So there was a lot of things that had to be explained to me. I think we actually paused the movie and you explained something to me. But so Superman's supposed to be the strongest man in the world,
Yeah,
and there's evidence in that movie that argumentatively makes him not the strongest man in the world.
yes.
So I dislike the movie for that, and he's going up against Batman. There's no question Superman should be the victor, right? And so there's a point for the movie. But I'm watching it anyway. It's entertainment. But you go to the whole spoiler. You go towards the end. He's battling another person or a monster from Krypton, and this monster seems. You can't beat this monster, but they
Yeah.
find a way to, right? They use kryptonite eventually, right?
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah,
used the
yeah,
kryptonite
yeah.
Right.
spear.
Which is
But
weird.
I there's just so many, to me, there's flaws in that process. But the bottom line, I didn't buy it. It was a captivating enough story, I guess, and you get to the point where, okay, here's the battle, finally, after, 2.5 hours. Here's the battle, good. I don't see Batman get his ass kicked. It didn't turn out. They found a way to work together, and it got to be this whole hippie kind of environment, like peace, love, and understanding. It's like, come on. I want to see someone's ass get kicked, right? And it just didn't happen. Maybe with the monster from Krypton, but what do you call that guy? Does he have a name?
Doomsday.
Doomsday? Oh, that's...
Doomsday.
That's Doomsday.
I gotta read these damn comic books. Anyway, I will say this. I liked it better than Deadpool.
All right, my turn, I guess. Here's how crappy I think it is. I was able to keep up with you guys in this discussion, and I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
I
it?
haven't seen it. Mainly because the instant you say Ben Affleck's the best thing in your movie, you got a shitty movie. I just can't abide that mouth breather at all. He plays Ben Affleck in every movie, and just because he talks in a deeper voice and pops his eyes, he's acting suddenly. So everybody says, well, what about the town? Well, he's playing a Bostonian meathead. How much of a stretch is that for him? So almost every thing I've heard about it has been just secondhand. And Dave gave me a copy of the Ultimate Edition, and I can't even make it through the credits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As soon as it shows Ben Affleck's face, I just have to start laughing because I just cannot take him seriously as Batman. ever, because this is Holden Caulfield, who tried to lay a lesbian in Chasing Amy. Every time he opens his mouth, it's, "Hey lady, you're messing up my Cabbage Patch." So I just can't take him seriously in almost everything he does. Plus, I've seen this great video out there on YouTube about how this guy fixes it without cutting or adding anything. He just rearranged some things, and you got a coherent story. And I thought, oh man, if they had only done that in the first place. So
Is that right?
yeah, because I'm a big fan. I liked Man of Steel. I will not deny that. I defend it still. And when they announced that it was going to be Batman versus Superman, I thought, yes, awesome. And everybody's getting mad. It's too soon to bring Batman out into the cinematic universe. And I was like, no, it's not too soon. It's different from Marvel. They're actually making their own path from Marvel, which is what they should have been doing. Then I was so happy about it. Then the big headline came up: Ben Affleck cast as Bruce Wayne. I thought, oh, all right, that was a nice dream. So boo on
Wasn't he in that Missing movie? Or was
Gone-
it Gone Girl?
Gone Girl is what it's called.
And you said that was good.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
So
I mean, I think I like the story more than anything else.
is Ben Affleck playing Ben Affleck in Gone Girl?
I mean,
My little girl said he's just playing somebody who's really confused a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's Ben Affleck.
and I mean, right at the end, yeah, it's basically another idiot character.
Mm.
I will not deny his directing talents, because I thought Gone Baby Gone was really good.
Yeah,
I thought The Town, despite him, was very strong. He got really good character actors into it. I didn't see his latest, but his latest one got really... Oh, Argo, I thought was weak, but is still, still... For a third movie, to be that strong with a third movie is really good. His latest one was Live by Night or something like that, like
Oh, yeah.
a prohibition movie, and it just got murdered by critics. So he might be M. Night Shyamalan there.
yeah. Ben Affleck. I first seen him in Kevin Smith's movie, Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy, that's the one I was referencing.
Oh, okay. He seemed okay in that, but it was the first time I seen him, so I didn't really know. I think Jason Lee's probably the best Kevin Smith product.
If you could say if there's good products out of Kevin Smith.
How about Suicide Squad?
Oh, that was probably number 4.
I just avoided that
I
one.
didn't like it.
I
You didn't
just
like it?
avoided
No.
Yeah. I
You
just
avoided it?
Yeah.
I liked it.
You like
And
I can guess why. Let me guess why.
okay,
because of
The music.
the music, no.
no, because of the girl playing
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn was probably. Yeah, it's probably the.
Because I know you're such a music connoisseur too.
He likes clowns.
But excuse me. The thing that initially kept me away from it was Will Smith. How you feel about Ben Affleck? I feel the same way with Will Smith and Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming back to me.
So I mean, bottom line with Suicide Squad, I was entertained. It was entertaining. I was like, okay, not the greatest, but it's no Avengers, but it still kept me in. And then your cousin Adam
Beach,
Beach.
the man, the Navajo code talker from Canada.
I knew he was going to die in it because he was barely in any of the promotional material.
Yeah,
And he only, I think, got one little, 3-minute background interview talking about how we're all the squad, man. We're all the squad. And then
that's funny.
and I said, yeah, he dies.
Well,
That's
I
the only
don't-
reason he cast him.
that story of the Suicide Squad, there's a reason he died, because it's staying true to the comics too.
Ah.
He dies in the comics in the same fashion. They set him free, and he's the first one to fuck this, and he takes off, and they murder him right away. So it's kind of like a
It's an
homage to the comics.
Homage to the
book story.
comics.
Yeah.
Which is something I think they really need to steer away from if they want to make these movies succeed. Is just you gotta you can't play the fanboy expectation. I mean, you can have it there, but that's not your audience. Your audience is everybody else that doesn't read the comics.
Yeah.
So, what would appeal to you about Suicide Squad then?
I guess I wanted to see how they how they got, well, first of all, how they got into this situation, how they're going to get themselves out. It's real simple.
Yes.
And of course, I had nothing else to watch that day. That
I
helps.
just got done watching Batman v Superman. Thought you'd keep it going.
Yeah, it was something as simple as that. And I had it again in my hard drive for, I don't know, a month, and I finally watched it. I'm like, it's all right. And then, of course, my son was surprised that I liked it.
He didn't like it?
He didn't like it.
A man of culture, your son.